fun in this state. North Haven baseball coach Robert DeMeo. Bob retired in 22 at the age of 89 and is the winningest high school baseball coach in Connecticut history. With 937 wins over the course of a 63-year career, he led his teams to 5 state championships and 19 league championships, along with being named both state and national coach of the year. So my guests are Bob DeMeo. Say hi. That's good. Okay, and his players, Mike Proto, who also coached with Bob, Frank LaMonica, and Tom Germain. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Do you like being retired?
Not really.
What are you doing with your time?
Well, if I could, that's just doing what my wife tells me to do.
Always a comedian, the coach. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to talk to some of your players. All right, let's start with Mike. Mike, when did you first meet Coach?
Well, I was 12 years old, and
Yesterday.
I played on his Little League team. And he was every bit as difficult with us there as he was when I played for him in high school. You know, he held you accountable. He pushed you beyond what you thought you could do. And, you know, you just learned so many lessons from him.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these stories are in this brand new book called Bob DeMeo, Coach for a Season, Teacher for a Life. Explain why so many of you call him a hero.
Bob had a way of doing things. And
Which was?
The right way. Which was his way. And as I said in the book, you know, he wasn't just a coach. He taught us to care enough about something to do it right. And so there was a lot of work, a lot of commitment to each other, and just a lot of preparation. And then along the way, if we could have fun doing it, we had a little fun doing it. He was the first person that taught me that I could take the task seriously, and myself less so.
What started you on your coaching career?
Well, I had opportunities. I played minor league baseball for a year, and a situation out of high school and college or whatever, I knew what I wanted to do. I have guys like this to work with. Okay, they were the best.
What advice do you have for young coaches?
Well, first of all, they better love the sport, right? They better have wives that will allow them to love the sport and play the sport. And then they have to have guys like this. And, you know, and then you build on that type of situation, and you have to have a system. I stayed with the system, and it worked. He was a master psychologist. He knew how to play games with us, and he knew how to motivate us.
What do you want people to get from this book about these stories about Coach?
I think when people read the book, go out, get the book, and read the book and see what he's all about, and the same feeling you get from everyone who's weighed in on the book, you know, family, friends, and players, it's almost all the same. Everybody's really kind of saying the same thing, that, you know, he made us better, not just baseball players, but better people.
All right, thank you all, gentlemen, for being here and bringing greatness into the studio. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to know more about this amazing coach, Bob DeMeo, Coach for a Season, Teacher for Life, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app. Talk about greatness in the studio, right? So here's the book, and it's filled with all kinds of stories and pictures. And one thing that Bob wanted everybody to know is that his wife, Betty, made him the person he is and allowed him to coach and do everything that he needed to do. And she was in the studio with us. And then I said, you know what, will you sign the book? We don't have a close-up of this, but he signs his name and puts a big heart in it. You can't see it, but how cute is that?
That's fantastic.
91 years old.
How many lives has that man touched over the last 50 years?
Thousands.
A lot of